We'll just check that we are live, but I believe we are. I will just double check, like I said. It always is important to make sure. Okay, sounds like the audio's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second live watch-along stream of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. We are here. This game now coming up is South Korea taking on the Czech Republic. More Group A action. Very excited for this one, actually. This is a game between the two sides that I consider to be the favorites for the group. It always is nice to sort of see the games between the two sides, or, the multiple sides that you expect to be doing well. But, on this hand here, I do think that this is going to be a good game. So hopefully we got a lot to look forward to, a lot to get excited about. Yeah, I mean, there's not really too much else to say. Here we go. All right, thumbnails all fixed. I don't know what's been happening, but there's been issues with my thumbnails where I haven't been able to sort of apply them when I stream through OBS, so that essentially I have to like redo the whole thing and then, do whatever. But I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. Aiden, welcome to the stream, bro. Sure, I can come over at halftime for funds. Absolutely do not do that, please. Absolutely not. Jaden, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are all having a good morning so far. I don't know how many of you stayed up to watch Mexico taking on South Africa. Definitely a good game. I enjoyed that thoroughly. However, I will say the refereeing was particularly questionable. And what I mean by that is the third red card, the red card for Mexico, never a red card, by the way. I don't know how that gets given as a red card. But, it is what it is, I guess. Okay, so we've got to put out on all the socials that we are actually live, because I always forget to do this, and then people don't end up knowing that I'm streaming. But, like I said, hope you're all having a good morning. Hope we're all doing just fine and dandy. I'm very excited for this, to be honest, lads. I have been waiting so long for the World Cup to come around, and now we're finally doing the live streams and stuff again. It's awesome, man. It's so awesome. Teams walking out onto the pitch now as well. Leave your predictions in the comments, boys. Who do we think is winning? Is it going to be South Korea? Is it going to be the Czech Republic? Okay. National anthems shouldn't be too far away as well. Why would you call it a thumbnail? Your thumbnail is the dirtiest nail. What? DPR Korea. Mate, that's North Korea. Korea DPR is North Korea. Oh my God, Aiden. I will say, credit to the organizers of the World Cup. They've actually absolutely smashed it with the graphics, and I love the players lining up on the halfway for the national anthems. It looks absolutely sick. Absolutely sick. Okay. We are ready to go. National anthem's being played right now. Alrighty. Oh, I'm very excited for this, lads. I can't lie. In my predictions video, for who watched it, I did predict that this would be a win for the Czech Republic. Actually, did I predict? No, sorry, I didn't. I predicted this to be a draw. I actually predicted this game a draw. So it'll be very interesting here. I predicted a 1-1 draw, but, you know, a draw full stop. Is that a St. M's iPad? No, it is not. I never had an iPad back when I was in St. M's. But the thing's bloody munted because, you know, I've had it for ages and I can't afford a new one. So if you want to support, become a channel member and subscribe and do all that good stuff. Alrighty, national anthem's complete. We're ready to go. By the way, I hate this commentator's voice, by the way. I'm sorry. I don't like to... I hate to be that guy. It's just like the real sort of like thick American... Like, we're getting ready for this kickoff between South Korea and the Czech Republic. It's just like, oh, God. Ugh. Oh, these ads. Ugh. I'm so ready for this, man. I'm so ready for this. Okay. I'm very excited to see what we're going to get from this Czech Republic side, to be honest, lads. Alex, you won't let me on the podcast. You won't let me come over. I've already subbed. A channel membership is pushing it. Brother. Brother. It's alright, Aiden. You don't have to be a channel member. It's fine. If Tim Payne doesn't start, there are going to be riots on the streets of wherever the hell New Zealand are playing. Okay, a near full Egyptian refereeing team. That doesn't mean anything at all. I just thought it's an interesting thing to note. The assistant VAR's last name is Dickerson. That's quite humorous. It's also because I'm broke. You and me are in the same boat, bro. I will say, right, for all the possible problems that this World Cup was going to have in terms of, you know, politics, that kind of stuff, the graphics teams have absolutely smashed it, man. The visuals for the entire World Cup have been sick. Alrighty. We're ready to go here. A big match, South Korea and Czech Republic. A win here probably decides who wins the group, I can't lie. But I am predicting a draw. So we'll see how that goes. Aiden, you don't need to buy me food at the game, bro. Trust me, Perth Glory Stadium food ain't all that, Chief. I assure you. I'm actually really excited for this, guys. I'm actually really excited for this. Trying to start on the right foot tonight. Wait, hold on. What's this? Alex is okay. You just have to come in the bay. Alrighty. Okay. We are underway with kickoff. So the game is actually in Guadalajara as well. I knew all the games were in Mexico, but it's kind of funny that you have an American commentator and an American stadium announcer for the game between South Korea and the Czech Republic in Mexico. Yeah. Dropsell, welcome to the stream, bro. Hope you're having a good morning or afternoon, wherever you're from. It's morning here for me. I got about... How much sleep did I get last night? I got about 3 hours. Stayed up till 3 a.m. to watch Mexico versus South Africa. Did a stream for that one as well. And then got about 3 hours of sleep, got up and had to start prepping for this stream. But we're here. We're excited. Early action as well. South Korea look quick. Ooh, big body there from Thomas Socek. Was that Socek? No, it even wasn't. Ball into the box from Krejci. Cut out. Chance to advance up the other end of the pitch. Will Evans, welcome to the stream, mate. I think this is the first time I've seen you on one of my streams, Will. Welcome to the stream regardless. Hope Perth Glory win this game. Mate, I've got the Perth... I don't know if you can see it, but it's a Perth Glory scarf down here right next to the Socceroos, but it's front and center. You know? You have to represent. You have to get the badge in at all times. You know what I mean? Anytime I'm not getting the badge in, it's a wasted opportunity. Long throw in. Header knocked down. Sufal goes high again. That's a very poor ball. Going to be a goal kick for South Korea. I am curious as to what to expect from this match. I did say in my predictions video that I think Korea might struggle with the sort of physicality presented by the Czech team. You got lots of tall players. You got the likes of, Schick, Provod, Suchek. Just some absolute physical beasts. South Korea, on the other hand, are very technical, very quick, very shifty. So it'll be an interesting sort of dynamic to sort of see how the game plays out. Hyunmin Son in behind for the first time tonight. It's going to be a corner, I think. No, ball went out for a throw-in. This should be an interesting game. I have been keeping up with Son a little at LAFC. So I am curious to see how his sort of form translates to international football. I will say as well, it's very evident that Son is slowing down. I think that's very evident, right? We all knew this. However, I will say, I think he's sort of brought upon himself a new role as more of a playmaker, which I think has suited him very well by the fact that he is getting incredibly high numbers of assists for LAFC. Love it, bro. How good have our re-signings been? Kaczarski and Franny, love it. I will say, all right? I will say, I actually have a video planned that will hopefully be coming out either tomorrow or the day after, sort of covering the re-signing business. But I'm very happy about it. I want to do more Perth Glory content this year. Like, I know that I do a lot already with Glory Days and with the match day vlogs and stuff like that, but I want to be able to properly sort of cover like Perth Glory in terms of my own channel and stuff like that, which is, you know, really something I'm interested in. It's all right. I have refreshed it. I'm still at 4 minutes 30. Like I'm not any further. So I'm going to be behind for a bit, but you know, it is what it is. I have Will Franey scoring 67 goals tonight. I'm just going to ignore that, bro. I'm just going to ignore that. Announce Lolly. I will say, I am curious as to why we're getting all these reports of Lolly potentially signing for Victory, because I would have thought that it would have been a done deal by now. And to be honest, am I slightly concerned? Yes, I am slightly concerned because I do kind of want Joe Lolly, but I also feel like the deal itself is going to be a difficult one to complete, because you're gonna have to assume that Joe Lolly himself is going to want more security. He's going to want more than a 1-year deal, whereas I don't think Glory under the new hard cap will want to offer more than a 1-year deal right now. You know, so it is what it is. If you ever want me on the pod, bro, I'm in. I'll definitely float it to the boys. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff planned this year. We've got a lot of high profile guests planned, so definitely a lot to be excited about there. And I'm absolutely loving the stuff on Glory Days right now. So yeah. Don't do more content. Take care of your health, bro. Keeping you in my prayers. Thank you so much, Aiden. I really do appreciate that. But the good thing is I love doing the content. The good thing is I absolutely love doing it. And the fact that I have a platform, like, look, I know compared to a lot of other YouTubers and even a lot of other football YouTubers, I don't particularly have a massive platform. You look at the likes of Thogden, Rory Jennings, you know, anyone from SDS, or you know, just anyone else around the sort of like football influencer sphere. Compared to them, I am tiny. Compared to them, I'm like a small fish in a big pond. But the fact that I can, you know, sit here and put out videos expressing my opinions on certain things to an audience of over 1,600 people, that to me is crazy. That is more than the average MacArthur attendance. And it's just people that are subscribed to my channel. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. And I will say, like, I'm very ambitious. I do want to sort of really try and take this channel a lot further, which is why I want to experiment more with the kind of content I'm putting out. But the fact that I can even think about doing a Perth Glory video and putting that out to an audience that big is really special to me. I really I really do love Perth Glory. I love the club with all my heart. As much as it pisses me off sometimes, I absolutely love the club. So look, it's awesome. It's awesome that I can do that. Oh my goodness. A-League is the best sometimes. He's back on the live streams. Welcome back, brother. Did you watch the first game, 3 red cards? I did a live stream of it. Mate. But yeah, more red cards in an opening game than goals. I would like to know if that's ever happened at any point in the history of the World Cup. That would be an interesting stat. Is that hard cap actually coming in? I thought the PFA and APL can't reach an agreement on the salary cap. Look, from what I've heard from pretty much every high-profile source, is that the APL is much less willing to budge than the PFA. The APL want a $3 million hard cap, while also giving out $500,000 to clubs to sign to cover the cost of 6 players under the age of 23 for their full contract for the year. And only 1 marquee. Whereas the PFA wants stuff like, I think it's up to 3 marquees. They just want higher budgets. basically, the end goal is that both of these teams agree that there needs to be a cap in place and that there needs to be bonuses for teams that do well in the transfer market. The PFA wants it to be the hard cap this year, 3 million hard cap, so that we can then transition easier next year into a more loose cap, but performance-based bonuses for teams based on how much transfer revenue they bring in and their performances in the league and in Asia as well. So the hope is that you put everyone on a level playing field now, and eventually you allow the success of the clubs long term to sort of reflect in the kind of budgets that they can have. My issue with that is that we're even forcing these clubs to get back on a level playing field, because look at the last season we had in the A-League. You had Auckland, who have a sizable player budget, but not the biggest in the league. You had Newcastle, who had a relatively shoestring budget, playing with a lot of academy players, and Adelaide, who largely played with academy players as well. Those three teams for me were probably the best in the league, the best teams in the league throughout the course of the season. Sydney, on the other hand, had a huge player budget and finished 4th. So already you can see that money isn't everything. It's how you spend the money. So there's no reason for you to want to have to put the big teams on a level playing field with the smaller teams, because all you're doing is you're making your big teams less big. I don't know how the APL don't realize that, but it's the APL. They're not particularly smart. Get me on the pod. COVID doing Perth the way I've been told, so I should come. Absolutely. If you come over, definitely, because I want to get people on from all the clubs. We did Dan for MacArthur. We were supposed to do Joe for Brisbane, but we couldn't get a good time that worked for everyone to film the episode. I would love to get Vandy on when Newcastle come back over, if he does come over with Newcastle, which I'm assuming he probably does. But if he does come over, I'd love to get Vandy on. Yourself, Jovan, love to get you on. And, if we get more people that come and travel over for the games, then yeah, of course, I'd be down to get them on. I'd love to get more perspectives. I'd love Glory Days to sort of be one of those podcasts where, yes, it is Perth Glory. Oh, ball in behind South Korea, chance. Shot, blocked. The fact that I've spent the first 11 and a half minutes talking about the A-League just shows that there's not really a lot going on in this game. If I do get sidetracked, by the way, guys, and you do want me to just shut up and talk about the game, then please do leave a nice little comment letting me know that. But I love talking about the A-League, man. I love it. But yeah, I definitely want Glory Days to become like a thing where we are a Perth Glory podcast, yes, but we're also a podcast that, a podcast that can be like a sense of pride for a lot of A-League fans as to like, coming together and building that sort of community. Wait, you love Perth Glory even though you're Italian? I thought you prefer Italy. Brother. Wait, you love orange juice? I thought you said you love pancakes. What does that even mean, bro? Even if you moved away or back to Italy, would you watch the occasional Perth Glory game? I would watch every Perth Glory game. I flew over to Sydney to watch Perth Glory play, bro. I will always follow this club. Even if I left Perth, I would always follow the Glory. And if I moved overseas, I would get a VPN just so I could watch the Glory. That is the truth. I love this club. Why does it say 12th of June 2024? I'm waiting on a new graphic overlay. This one is one that I had made 2 years ago, and I can't actually change what it says. What a save. Kovar, what a save. Beautiful long-range effort here. I want to actually see... Okay, I will say this, because he's knuckled that. I want to say something. It was sort of knuckled. It kind of dipped, but I think he attempted to knuckle it. I've noticed something. This ball carries a lot with knuckles. We saw it last night. There are like 2 shots in the South Africa game, both taken by South Africa, where they hit a knuckleball, and you can just see that thing fucking moving. So it'll be very interesting to see what comes of this ball, this competition. Great block there. Korea putting the pressure on early. And Czech Republic need to get possession of the ball here. They can play a physical game all they want, but they're not actually getting possession of the ball. I mean, Aiden, keep growing your socials, and then, like, we have to get you on at some point. You know what I mean? Chance now for Czech Republic. Good interception. Ball in the middle. Chance. Blocked. It's going to go out for a corner, though. Very well done. Good capitalization on the counter there. Ball in the middle from Provod, and Schick, unfortunately, can't turn it away for himself. Yeah, Aiden, I've always been saying to the boys, like, you know, if we have other content creators around you know, Perth that do football, even if it's not Glory, but content creators regardless, why would we not want to collab with them? You know what I mean? Like, I'd love to get someone like Rob from the Kit Dealer on. Be great. Ball in from Sofal. Head out, back post. Nodded back down. Should be cleared. South Korea want to play out from the back. They do nicely. I think that's offside. It's a free kick there. So the offside wasn't given. No yellow card there. Probably could have been a yellow card, but not given. Good professional foul from Silk. I really thought that was offside, if I'm being completely honest. Oh shit, they have Lee Kangin. He's a PSG player, right? Or top 5 leagues for sure. Yep, PSG. PSG. Rob would be insane. He's got a Macca's collab. Really? I didn't know that. Would you have any MacArthur or Adelaide fans? We actually had a MacArthur fan on last season. Our first ever guest from another club that we had on the Glory Days pod was a MacArthur fan. Ball in from South Korea. Back post. Too far. That's going to go out for a goal kick. But yeah, our first ever guest that we had that was, you know, a non-Perth Glory sort of either fan or, you know, personality was my mate Dan, who is a MacArthur fan who lives in North Queensland. And he actually flew over to watch the MacArthur versus Glory game where we won. But yeah, we got him on the pod the day after, and we were supposed to get his brother, who was a Brisbane Roar fan, on when Brisbane Roar came over, but unfortunately we couldn't work out a good enough time for studio hire that sort of worked for everyone, so we couldn't do the episode, unfortunately. We've got a lot of people in the chat, by the way. I just want to say huge thank you, by the way, to everyone who's turned up in chat. You guys are absolutely incredible. I really do appreciate the support, like, genuinely. You know, even for people that aren't, you know, typing in chat or whatever, seeing that many people here in the stream is insane. Make sure you do like and subscribe as well. Probably won't be live streaming every game of the World Cup, but I'm damn sure going to be trying my best to get as many done as possible. So I'm hoping somewhere between 50 and 60 live streams for the World Cup. So we'll see how that goes, I guess. That's offside by a mile. Now, I do need Lucas Provod to actually start, you know, doing a bit better here, because I did make a special mention to him in my Group A predictions video. The rule is official. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to the stream, bro. Welcome to the live chat as well. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for chucking in a message. Let's go. This is the World Cup. Let's go. South Korea will win. I actually think this will be a very close game. I wouldn't be surprised if we get like a 1-1 draw or something. Just because I think Korea are definitely the better team from like a technical standpoint. But the Czech Republic are very good physically. I would be very worried about them from set pieces. But I love South Korea. I think they're a great team. What criteria do you need to join the pod? Some people have like 10 plus K followers, like that Joe K guy. Some A-League fan account. Fan accounts, you should have them. Completely agree. It's a great question as well. It's not really criteria. It's more just sort of like if they... I don't even want to say if they can provide value to the pod, but just sort of if it makes sense to have them on. You know what I mean? Like, for example, Joe K would 100% be someone that we'd look to get on the pod because he's one of the biggest names in, Australian football social media. He is a Western Sydney fan. He makes A-League content, so he'd be a perfect person to have on, right? But you'd have him on after like a Western Sydney game if he happened to be over in Perth, or if he did happen to be over in Perth, you'd probably get him on anyway. But in the case of my friend Dan, the MacArthur fan, we did that straight after a MacArthur game. Now, it wouldn't make sense for us to get him on after, we had played Sydney FC. Because what's the point of having a MacArthur fan on when you're talking about Sydney FC? You might as well just not have a fan on at all and just stick to your core cast. But when you have like a certain profile of guest, for example, if we got a chance to get, let's say, Simon Hill. Simon Hill you can bring on at any time. Joe K you can bring on at any time. There are people that you can bring on at any time, and then there's people that you need to sort of like pick and choose the moments. Ball to the back post. It's going to be another corner. Yep, another corner. Another chance for the Czech Republic here. But there's no particular like criteria. There's no like sort of thing where I'm like, oh, you need to have 10,000 followers to be able to come on our podcast, because that's just shit. Then I'm essentially excluding. Then we're essentially excluding like a huge portion of people, which is just not what we want to be as a pod. Sufal delivers, headed back out. Yeah, I don't want it to ever be like an elitist thing where we're like excluding people. That's not what we're about at Glory Days. So I'm very happy with what we're doing right now with our work. I think we do fantastic podcasts. I think genuinely we do some of the best podcasts for football in Australia. I genuinely believe that. Obviously, like Suited and Booted are like on another level compared to everyone else, but I do really think we have a great audience and we produce some really good content that I'm very happy with. A-League is the best. That Will Franey fan page guy is pretty cool. What do you think, A-League? Stop begging it. Stop begging it. All right. In swinger this time from the Czech Republic. Front post. That actually got through the crowd there. I think just deflected off of Sufal, off of Socek. You could have that Matt Vandenberg anytime, to be honest. No, I definitely think so as well. I think it's also just because he travels for most of, if not all, the away games for Newcastle. So he'll be in Perth for that game anyway. So it's just a perfect opportunity to be like, hey, we've got, a Newcastle. We got the biggest, most famous Newcastle fan on for the game coverage between Perth Glory and Newcastle. But yeah, 100% Vandy's probably someone that you can get on at any time. So is someone like Rob from Kit Dealer. So is someone like Joe K. So is someone like, the boys from Suited and Booted. Alrighty, hydration break for the first half is here. Lads, what are your thoughts on the hydration breaks? Because personally for me, I think it's stupid. I think it's very, very stupid. And this is why I think it's stupid, okay? Is because, do I hate the idea of a mid-half hydration break? No, I don't hate the idea of a mid-half hydration break. Personally, I don't really care that much about it, right? If they want to do it, they can do it. If they don't want to do it, they don't have to do it. That's fine, right? My issue is that they're using this halftime, well, not even halftime, this mid-half hydration break as an opportunity to run more ads, okay, to make more money. If instead of that, we were cutting to the panel of people that are watching the game that do the halftime analysis, and they were giving us some some quick thoughts for 2 minutes, or you maybe cut to two like pitch side journalists or whatever, just sort of like saying what they think and just yada yada. I'd be absolutely fine with it, because realistically, it is better for player safety. It's better for the overall sort of quality of the game, because the players are going to be more refreshed. They're going to have more rest here and there, so they're going to have the ability to actually play harder for longer. That, I think, is a great idea. However, the issue for me arises when, instead of doing that, you're literally just using this as an excuse to cut away to run ads, which I think is just stupid. I think is absolutely stupid, and it sucks for neutral viewers. And we were saying this as well last night on stream. At least Torsten and I were, because he was the only one commenting on the stream for most of the night. Until Tarn came along, that was. But the mid-half hydration break really sort of takes away from the actual like enjoyment and flow of the game from like a neutral perspective, because I was loving that first sort of 20-22 minutes for Mexico versus South Africa. But then the moment you start bringing in stuff like a drinks break and then just running ads, like 2 minutes or 3 minutes worth of ads during the drinks breaks, it's like it detracts so much from my actual enjoyment. Like, I might as well just be watching a YouTube video. You know what I mean? If I'm going to watch 20 minutes and then get hit with an ad and then watch another 20 minutes and get hit with another ad, it's like I might as well be watching a YouTube video. We're back now anyways, ready to get back underway. I saw there's an account called A-League Fan TV. They have 15,000 followers. Crazy how people grew their accounts. Ooh. Sol put the ball in there. He was offside, to be fair. Yeah, A-League Fan TV. Yeah, his name's Brock. He's actually a mate of mine, funnily enough. He came over to Perth a couple of years ago. And at that point, I don't think we had the studio, so we couldn't really get him on, which was a shame. But if he's ever back in Perth, Brock, man, I don't know if you're hearing this, but if you're ever back in Perth, come on the podcast, man. Schultz's shirt has been torn off. Or not torn off, but that's a huge rip. We got a torn shirt, man. That's hilarious. Make a video on it. Probably could. I don't know. Maybe. Oh, man, I'm yawning. It's nearly 10:30 and I'm yawning. But to be fair, I was up until 5 in the morning watching Mexico versus South Africa, and then about 40 minutes worth of ad break. By the way, I want to say something as well, just to touch more on the sort of like mid-half ad breaks, right? I don't want people to look at that and say, oh, they're just Americanizing the sport because they're running ads. This World Cup could have happened in France, Spain, Italy, Germany. It could have happened in Syria. Okay? The mid-half water breaks were most likely always going to come in, from what I understand. And with that comes the ad breaks. This isn't a USA thing. Like, this game's being played in Mexico, for example. This isn't a USA thing. This is a FIFA thing. This is FIFA wanting to make more money through sponsors. Which is like, fair enough, you know. I completely respect it. And I'm willing to put up with it. Particularly because these games are on free-to-air television. So they're not really making money on streaming services, at least in Australia they're not. But I'm willing to put up with the ad breaks because it's free-to-air television. If this wasn't free-to-air television, I would be livid. I would be filthy. Deep ball in. Czech Republic just not winning their headers here. Sort of negates their physical and height advantage when they're not winning those first balls. But opportunity in the middle, headed straight back to the South Korean possession. Now back in the midfield here, though. Can they work it around? They opt to go backwards instead. I'm bored. I want a fight. We'll get something soon, I'm sure. But this was always going to be a relatively slow game. At least more so than Mexico and South Africa. This was always going to be a much slower game. But that's the price you pay for having two teams that are very strong on all areas of the pitch. Like, I'd say both of these sides, maybe more so, I'd say both of these sides have better attacks than they do defenses, but it's two different styles of play, and they both sort of nullify each other really well. Czech Republic sort of nullifies Japan's sort of speed advantage, and then Japan's, speed to get back into shape sort of nullifies the Czech Republic's physical advantage, which is really interesting. It is a game of chess. This is just one big game of chess. No foul there. Bit of a crunching that's taken place, but referee is happy to let things continue. Something else I've noticed, the pitches for this tournament this year are massive. But the camera angles look great. I love the camera angles. Oh, apologies for the yawning as well. Nearly half an hour gone here. That's really poor. That's really poor control. The Czechs just haven't got into this game yet. Barry Salesi, welcome to the stream, bro. ITV in the UK don't run ads. Guess we're lucky. Oh, man. Yeah, that must be nice, man. Maybe I should start watching these games with a VPN. Nah, it's not worth it. Like I said, it's on free-to-air television. Like, I don't know if you guys pay for ITV, but I literally don't even have to pay for SBS. It's literally just, I just download a free app on my iPad or my phone or whatever, and I literally just watch these games for free. So because of that, I'm willing to put up with ad breaks here and there. It is just like a pet peeve, though. It is giving me the ick. It is slightly annoying. I'm an Auckland fan from Auckland. It's funny Lolly is going to Victory. I wouldn't be so sure of that. I definitely think it's between us and Victory. I will say that much. But, I don't know. I know a lot of people are sort of looking at Marco Monteverde and saying, "Oh, well, he said he's going. He said he's in talks with Victory, so it means he's going Victory." But Marco's gotten a lot wrong before. He's gotten a lot right, but he's also gotten a lot wrong. So you got to take what he says with a pinch of salt. But huge respect to him because he's probably the best soccer journalist we have in the country. That was a bit of a weird one. Lands on the roof of the net from Sulch. And I don't have to pay to go to. Aiden, do not show up at my house, bro. Do not show up at my house. Like, on a real, just don't do it. Headed ball long. Once again, not winning the knockdown. Sulch spreads it out wide. It's not really going forward. Sufal's not getting in good enough positions high up the pitch to actually be able to push anything onwards here. I honestly think the Czech Republic need to swap the sides that Sulch and Provod are playing on. Provod needs to go on that right-hand side. I think Sulch needs to come in off that left. I don't think it's necessarily working. Have them both on their strong foot cutting inside rather than strong foot playing outside. They're not going to beat South Korea on pace, so you might as well look through the center and try and compact it. Try and just make it a scrap. What are Perth interested in him? Perth have been going after Lolly for like 2 years. Joe Lolly wanted to come to Perth last year, but Sydney refused to organise a sort of release package for him. So the way it works is that if an A-League club wants a player who's contracted at another A-League club, if the A-League club agrees to get rid of him, they can do something called a mutual termination, which essentially means that they can pay out a portion of the player's contract, or the club that's buying the player from them can essentially pay them out for the rest of the deal that they have on that player. Glory attempted to do something like that, and Sydney rejected it because they wanted to keep Lolly. Lolly then got injured, and they missed him for most of the season anyway. So Sydney probably should have just taken the money. But look, if Glory get Lolly, I will be happy. But if we also don't get him, I won't be horrified by the fact that we've got Jaden Kucharski on a 3-year deal now. I don't really have much reason to be concerned. I would have Lolly at Glory, but if we could get someone a bit younger, I would like that. But like I said, if we didn't end up with Lolly, then you've got Jaden Kucharski on a 3-year deal. Like, you've got options. And of course, along with that, you've got guys like Kolakovsky. You've got guys like you know, in the academy, you got guys like Ollie Evans, for example. But you've got plenty of players that can play on the wing. Like it's not too much of a concern. Long ball back up the pitch here. It's gone aerial. Beautiful takedown and touch there. Very good physical work there. Lucas Provod. Absolute dog right now. When will Glory play finals again? I'm hoping this season, but, you know. I think if the hard cap does come in, Glory will be one of the better off teams in terms of having it planned for it already. And I think a lot of the other teams were relying on the salary cap not going ahead, so it might seriously affect the kind of business they can do. It's a good tackle there. It's getting a bit scrappy now. Sort of starting to turn into that kind of game. I think both of these sides are very good technically, but neither of them are sort of giving themselves the opportunity to create chances. I like this. No, Solch on the left hand side for the Czech Republic. He fights, wins the ball back. Very nice. But he finds Provod, who I think should probably be on the right hand side instead. Zeleny inside. Good bounce pass off of Socek. Zeleny's going to get in behind here, and he's going to get a chance. Does he look to whip it in? He does. High ball, back stick. Patrick Schick nods it down just over the head of Sulch. Bit of head tennis here from Czechia. Oh, it's a bit of a harsh foul. Bit of a harsh foul. So glad Western went out of business for JK to come to us. Bro, we got JK, Shamoon, Bozanovsky, and Sutton. Because Western went out of business. Like, how good, man? How good? If we got Matthew Grimaldi, we would have gotten, like... Mate, could you imagine if we got Grimaldi? What a player that would have been. We were linked with him for a while as well, I believe. Patrick Schick was in my Dream League soccer team. I think he was in Sidemen Among Us as well. If I'm not mistaken. Mexico, South Korea, Czech Republic, South Africa is my prediction for Group A. You reckon Mexico topped the group? That's definitely interesting. Long range shot from Son. Good to see him have a go, but that's well over the bar. I don't know if you saw my prediction video for Group A, but I actually predicted it to be bottom of the group, bottom of the barrel, 0 points, South Africa. 4 points, third place, Mexico. Sorry, no. No. Bottom of the barrel, 0 points, South Africa, right? I think you will get, after that, Mexico. After that, I think you get South Korea. And then after that, I think you get the Czech Republic. I think Czech Republic topped the group, personally. Might be a bit of a weird take because they're not exactly playing really well right now, but I do think that this team has a lot of quality. But if South Korea top the group, I will also be incredibly happy because I love seeing Asian football continue to grow and do well on the world stage. And speaking of that, they have a chance on the counter here. Son does well to take it wide. He opens up angle, takes a shot, goes wide of the goal. That was a very good opportunity. They probably should have done a bit better with the finish, but that run was very nice. We could get a better left back in the off season. I mean, we have Sam Sutton and we just brought in Matt Dench. So I doubt we're going to bring in another left back. Yeah, that shot from Sun's not good. You guys need another Castro. Yeah, the new Castro is Despo. He'll be a leader, and he's already so quality. Hey, we're just skipping over the fact that, talking about JK, we forgot we re-signed Tommy Lawrence. Tommy Lawrence is big if he can stay fit. Tommy Lawrence is big if he can stay fit. The good thing though, is that Tom Lawrence is on a marquee, so his contract isn't going to go into the salary cap wages. So if he does get injured, it's not like we're wasting like a 20% of our cap on an injured player. It's just his contract exists outside of the salary cap, which is perfect. Sorry, not left back, right back. We need a better right back. I also don't see us getting a right back unless Shamoon leaves. You already have Shamoon. You have 4 players essentially that can play there. You have Shamoon, Osler, Labib, and Kazamba that can all play there. Poor pass there from Socek. How do Adelaide get so many good young footballers? What's the NPL like down there? I think it's more so just the way they bring them through in a very positive environment. There's lots of opportunity for young players. Adelaide don't have like a Adelaide is interesting in that they have a very good sort of connection between their NPL and their first team. The environment's very positive for young players down there, which is why I think they do so well. And they are also more willing to give their players chances professionally from earlier. You look at Jovanovic. He's been playing professionally for 3 years now. You look at Johnny Yule. He's been playing professionally for 3 or 4 years now. You look at Kikianis. He's been playing professionally for 2-3 years now. You look at Taladera. This is his 2nd year, I'm pretty sure. You look at DeCooley. This is his, 3rd or 4th. This is his 3rd or 4th season at Adelaide. He's had other seasons in Europe as well. So these guys have had plenty of opportunities from young, and I think that's the kind of positive culture that you need when bringing through young players. And Adelaide do very, very well with that. Shamoon's a bit inconsistent and doesn't create many chances. Our issue is goal scoring. Ball in for Czech Republic here. Terrible cross. Terrible ball from deep. Keep it alive, though. Ball in the box, Zeleny. It's a decent cross. You can just tell that they're going to be looking for that all game. Cross in again. Near post. Beats the first man. Doesn't beat the second. Poor clearance, though. Chance. Edge of the box. Are they going to look to get it back out wide to Sofal? They do. Soika. He goes back. They're going to reset here. No, I do agree with you on the Shamoon take, though. Cut back. Oh, you needed to get that touch there. I'll tell you what, Zelany's having a really good game. Zelany's having a really, really good game. Shit, I should have done like a World Cup fantasy or some World Cup fantasy team or something. Damn it. Honestly, probably would have had Zelany in there. Maybe. Probably not. I probably would have overlooked him, even though I knew that he was quite good coming into this. That was that Provod. I think it was. That challenge from Provod on whoever that was. Holy shit. What a hit. What a hit. Woo-hoo. Or World Cup tipping league winner goes on the pod. God, it's a big, big challenge there from Provod. He's a beast, bro. My goodness. But like Frankenstein's monster. South Korea, another chance to go forward here, though. Attacking down the right. Can they whip in a good ball? Cut back. Float it in. Edge of the box. Header one again. Czech Republic doing very well with their aerial battles in the last 10 minutes. I think they struggled the opening half hour. But they're definitely getting back to it. You're going to look to turn and play here, Korea. Beautiful through the middle. Can't get that next pass off. Chance for Czech Republic to counter. They don't really have a lot of speed, but they got numbers. Beautiful ball inside. Oh, no. You got to turn around and play that. You've got to turn and play that. Oh, no. Who was that? Yeah, it was Soika. If Soika turns with that, he's got Schick and he's got Provod. Who's having a Julian Alvarez breakout season this year? That's a really good question. Ooh. In the World Cup squad for Australia, I'm going to say Jordan Boss. I'm going to say Jordan Boss. If you're just talking in general, however, that's a bit more complicated. Who genuinely would I say? You know what? Now that you mention it, it does bring one player to mind. For me, at least. Okay? Actually, a few players to mind, okay? One, Karim Alibegovic. Karim Alibegovic from Bosnia and Herzegovina, playing at RB Salzburg right now. I think he's fantastic. Another one for me. Oh, chance now. Step over from Son. Lays off the pass. Cut back, Son. Just can't get the connection behind it. Oh, if that was a fraction under hit, he would have scored that there. 2 more minutes of added time to go. Korea piling on the pressure. Deep cross. No one's going to get there surely. Headed back, and it's going to go out for a throw-in. That was a good opportunity there. That was a really good opportunity there. In terms of young players, Karim Alabegovic, Jan Diamande from the Ivory Coast. He plays at RB Leipzig. I would love to say Mohamed Toure as well. We'll have to see. There's a lot of good players, to be completely honest. There are a lot of really, really good, young, talented players. Another one that I think could also have an interesting... Oh, chance for South Korea. Good block. Is that kept in? I think he's kept that in. Fantastic. Another one for me is Matthias Fernandez-Pardo from Belgium. He's at Lille right now. Shot from distance. That's well over the bar. Antonio Nusa, another one. Norway. I think he's going to have a great tournament. I already said as well, I think Jeremy Doku could potentially be a sleeper pick for player of the tournament this year. With how well he's been going into the sort of the friendlies and stuff like that. I think he's looked absolutely phenomenal. There's not really too many sort of players that I'm jumping out at and saying like, oh my god, this guy's going to be absolutely incredible. What about that Christian Volpato? I'm so happy we got him in. Genuinely, incredibly happy we got him in. I think he's going to be so good for us. But yeah, I think he'll have a good tournament, I hope. I think he'll have a good tournament. Michael Elise. Brother, it won't be a breakout tournament for Michael Elise. Michael Elise's already broken out. He's won the Champions League. Michael Elise doesn't need to break out, bro. He's already broken out. A breakout is like someone who is known but is not considered a star, and then they have a good tournament, and then they become a star. So yeah, the likes for me of like Geordie Boss, Mo Toure, Jan Diamande, you know, Karim Alibegovic, plays like that. It is halftime as well. I forgot to mention that it is halftime. Gotta set up the graphics here. There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Still no goal so far in this game, which is disappointing, but it's been a decent contest. A few chances here and there, but relatively slow. Um, I did predict it playing something out like this, though, because the Czech Republic are very strong in defense, hence why I predicted this game to be a draw. But we will see what goes on with this. Aiden, bro, you're more than welcome to call me after the game. It's just I don't really want to go on call in the middle of a live stream. So apologies for that. But I'm more than happy to talk to you after the game, man. Ugh. Did you just deliberately ignore me? Absolutely, I did. Like I said, I'll happily call you after the game. It's just, or happily talk to you after the game. It's just, yeah, I don't really want to be going on a phone during a live stream. By the way, I just wanted to say as well, we have gotten 4 new subscribers. 4 new subscribers since this stream started. We started at 1651, and we're now at 1655. If you are one of those people that just subscribed, thank you. Thank you so much. Genuinely from the bottom of my heart, thank you. All right, it means so much to be able to do this kind of content, and just I love it so much, man. I enjoy it so much, and the fact that people enjoy it enough to be willing to subscribe to me to help support me on this journey is just incredible, man. Genuinely is incredible. If Volpato scores 2 goals and 5 to 7 assists, this World Cup would his value go? If Volpato got 2 goals and 5 to 7 assists, he'd be in conversations for player of the tournament, bro. Because that would almost guarantee Australia gets out of the groups, for one. And let's say he gets a goal or an assist a game. If he ends up getting 2 goals and 5 to 7 assists, that's 7 to 9 goals or assists. Let's say he gets 1.5, or one game, one game and 2 the next game. That implies that Australia is going to get to at least the round of 16. You know what I mean? Like, if Volpato gets two goals and 5 to 7 assists, he'd be in conversation for team. He'd be in the team of the tournament. He'd be in conversations for team of the tournament at least. And of course his value would go up. Of course it would. I already expect him to get a move to a new club after the World Cup anyway, because I don't think Sassuolo is particularly happy with him declaring for Australia. Oh, I was just going to sing the Will Franey chant and hang up. Beautiful. Oh, man. I really do hope we get some better action in the second half, though. I do want to see some goals, but I've been quite happy with what I've seen so far. This looks good. I've just seen something as well. They're doing a hydration break right now. Okay, well, in the games. Apparently, right now it's 24 degrees Celsius in Mexico City. 24 degrees Celsius, and they're doing halftime drinks break or mid half drinks breaks. Oh my god! Did you look at Perth is okay? Rob gets a Macca's collab. Collingwood meet with Lockie Neal. Are you serious? I'll actually have to look at that now. Hold on, let's have a look at this. Where is this? Brother, it ain't there. I don't know what you're looking at. What's the humidity? No clue. Absolutely no clue. Let me try and find okay, hold on. Let me try and find this. I actually am curious. I want to see what's going on. Oh, hold on. Ah, here we go. What? So wait, oh my god. Seriously. 10% off for a Macca's item. That is hilarious. But also that's so sick. What the hell? Hey, shout out to Rob, man. He's moving big time. He's seriously big time, bro. Really nice guy as well. But that's crazy, man. Congrats to him. So 10% off. I just have to buy a McFlurry. Hmm. I'd love to collect all the Macca's the World Cup cups though. They look cool. I like those like little bits of memorabilia and all that, useless shit. Alex, what's going on with Motore? Is this just Popper playing mind games or actual injury? Why not get a 75-cent ice cream? Because the 75-cent ice creams aren't 75 cents anymore; they're $1. I don't know personally. I have been told something that I've also been told not to disclose, so I can't say anything right now. But it's not injury, from what I've heard. He's fine on injury. He's not injured. That's at least what I've been told. Okay. Um, there is other stuff as to why Papa might be saying this, but we'll have to see. Sorry, I just slammed my head on the keyboard and decided to send it. Can you text it to me? You know I'm reliable. Hell no. Would your source actually know? Are they in the USA right now? How much can I tell you guys without getting in trouble? It's not been confirmed. Okay, I will say. Well, I say not confirmed. It's practically been confirmed. Mo might not start the first game. That's all it is. That's all it is. He might just not be starting the first game for, you know, stuff that I yeah. Aiden, you absolutely have done that though. I've never spilled any internal glory info. You have done that though. Like you have done that. You've done that several times. Okay? The reason that we have to keep certain stuff under wraps is so we don't get in the shit, right? There's been at least 2 or 3 occasions where you've heard something that we have all collectively agreed. And to be fair, you're not involved in like in glory days, so you know I don't expect you to know all the stuff. But there's like certain stuff that we can't say that you have said. You know what I mean? I can't say when, Aiden. Okay, I can't say when. Oh my god! I just wait for the second half to start. We're going to start the timer now. The timer's going to start like 10 seconds early, so we're going to have to deal with that. Oh well, we'll live. We'll survive. Okay. I'll let you know later. Okay, I'll let you know later. Aiden, I'm focusing on this stream right now. All right, I will let you know later. Alrighty, we're underway. Second half. Still 0-0 here, so we're still waiting on the first goal to come through, but it was pretty tight action in the first half. I'd say Korea are definitely a lot closer to getting that first goal. Though Czech Republic did start to sort of come back at the end. I'd say Korea were better the opening half hour. Czech Republic were better probably after the 30-minute mark. How did you get this information? Do you have contacts with the Socceroos and at Glory? Yeah. Yeah, essentially. I'm not saying this to big myself up, by the way. Like, look, I'm very fortunate. You guys need to understand something. I'm incredibly fortunate to be in the position I'm in. With YouTube and, you know, being able to do all this great stuff, right? But the fact that I have connections doesn't make me better than anyone, all right? It just means that I hear things before certain people do. And that doesn't make me special, okay? That does not at all make me special. It does not at all make me better than any other Socceroos fan or any other A-League fan or anything like that, okay? I am not better than people because I happen to hear things from sources. It just means that I happen to hear shit. But yeah, I speak to people all over the place. I have sources that I speak to in Perth. I have sources that I speak to in over east that work with, the Socceroos. I have sources that I speak to around the NPL. I have sources that I speak to in Italy. I have sources that I speak to in England. You know what I mean? It doesn't make me better than anyone. It doesn't mean I'm more important than other people that don't talk to these people. It just means that I'm good at networking, and I just like to put my name out there and talk to people and just get info because I find it enjoyable to get the inside scoop on info because it helps me to understand how football works. I love football so much that I want to understand every aspect of it. And the best way to understand every aspect of it is to truly submerge yourself in it and try and learn how it works at every level. And by networking and talking with people and growing your social media, that's possible. Good ball in. Oh, sort of dropped in there. That was a bit of a weird one. No one could get a shot away. South Korea looking to progress out. One back, though, by Czechia. And they're going to keep possession here. Will signed on and I didn't announce it till it was public. Hayden Fox. The source is Hayden Fox. Has to be. It makes you more special than something. Poco! Pockle, bro. Welcome to the stream. Keep talking. I mean, that's the whole point of a live stream, is it not? That I keep talking. Thank you so much again, Pockle, for your support on the channel with the silver membership. I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. And all the threats that have been made on my life for my Nicholas Pennington support are forgiven. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! What a double save! Oh, cover! What an incredible double save! Hyunmin Son's having an absolute nightmare at the moment. How have they not taken the lead there? How have Korea not taken the lead? That's nuts. Oh, that's beautiful work. Czech Republic now with a chance on the counter. Provod. Get Provod off the left wing, man. Put him back on the right, where he is the best. Okay? Put him back on the right. That is his best position. Sorch's best position is off the left, so put him on the left. Why are they doing this shit where they play the wingers fucking backwards? It's the same shit Tony Popovich does, and it pisses me off when I see it. My God. Have you ever been Socceroos media accredited for the press conferences? No, I would love to at some point. I'm pursuing I'm currently doing a degree in a bachelor of bachelor of communications with a major in journalism and marketing as well. So I would love at some point to be able to get media accreditation for Perth Glory, for the Socceroos, for any maybe European teams that travel over here and do preseason stuff like that. It'd be an absolute dream come true, right? But I also am conflicted because I love doing YouTube and content so much that I'm worried that a professional setting like journalism and partnering with companies and getting, private media accreditation is also going to sacrifice my ability to speak freely on things. So it's about finding that nice middle ground. You know what I mean? For example, another example of why I love Glory Days so much is that we have that nice middle ground where we are able to talk to players and staff and, family members and, have such good relations with them. But also at the same time, if they have a bad game, we can turn around and call them shit one week. And I love having that freedom. That is why someone asked me a while ago, what is the goal with Glory Days? Are you guys trying to get partnered with the Perth Glory? And I said, partnering with Perth Glory will kill our podcast. I look, if they wanted to have a Perth Glory official podcast and they invited me to be on it, sure. That and Glory Days are two entirely separate things. Right? I don't want to become a mouthpiece for any organization or club. Okay? What I do want to do is be able to express my opinions on clubs and their proceedings freely. And that's why I love Glory Days, is because we're able to express our stuff freely, obviously, to a certain extent. I can't go around calling this player, a piece of shit and this player that and whatever. Because, that's just unnecessary. But I love having the freedom of being able to say what I want, say most of what I want. Was a free trial, but we keep paying after. Brother, even if it was a free trial, I genuinely just appreciate it so much. Like, really, I do. South Korea's so shit. Guys, if I send a super chat, what should I say? Do you think Motoré injury is just a dodgy way of Popper? Um. Okay. Hold on, Jovan. We'll read through the rest of the comments and I'll get back on that. Do you know anyone accredited? I spoke to someone at Auckland FC. They said that you can get it through the club. Yeah, you can get it through the club. You can get it through the club, but I don't want to get it just yet. I'm not at a stage where I feel ready to sort of put my name out there as a like an individual, like, journalist. You know what I mean? Right now, I am Alex from the back four. I'm a content creator, right? I'm not necessarily like a journalist. You know what I mean? Alex from the back four, and then Alex in real life in terms of what I want to pursue as a professional career if YouTube doesn't work out. I would love nothing more than to be able to do YouTube as my career. In all honesty, my dream job ever since I was a kid, apart from pro footballer, was to be a like an, not even an analyst, but just a literally just one of the people that will sit at halftime and just one of the people on the panel at these World Cup shows. Cut to halftime, get paid to travel the world and just spew shit out of my mouth for 30 minutes. Like, for fuck's sake, Lydia Williams last night was on here. I know she's a Matilda's hero, but she's on here getting paid to say that it was Lyle Foster's fault that South Africa weren't creating chances, when Lyle Foster was the only reason they even got remotely close to scoring. Like, come on, man. Yo, Pocker, what the hell? Holy shit! Nah, Pockle, you didn't have to do that, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro, Pockle, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for the one gifted membership to A-Leagues is best sometimes. Mate, A-Leagues is best sometimes. If you could just say a huge thank you to Pockle for gifting you the silver membership. Nah, Pockle, you didn't have to do that, man. Yeah, you're officially a member now. Congratulations. Oh my god. Bro, what the hell? Oh, man. I actually appreciate that so much, Pockle. Like, genuinely. Holy shit, South Korea! Oh my god. They nearly scored. I don't want that to detract from what the hell's just happened here. Oh my lord. Mate, Pockle, I actually love you, bro. Like, fuck. No. Bro, that's made my morning, man. That's made my morning. I know it's only a few bucks, but like it means so much, man. It genuinely means a lot to have people that are willing to sort of support me in these videos. It really does mean a lot. Thank you so much, genuinely. Oh man. Alex, when's your birthday? August. August is my birthday. I will give you a hint, Aiden. My birthday is in my birthday is in my Twitter and Instagram usernames. That's the hint you get. That's the hint you get. So Claude's at SPS. He gifted the You gifted the right person. I'll be here most streams. I genuinely do appreciate you turning up into the streams as well. Like, honestly, I'll gift you in August. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that, Aiden. It's all good. I seriously do appreciate that the consideration though, but it's all good. But yeah. Pockle, no, Pockle, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro, Pockle, it's too much, bro. Oh my god. Bro, I don't know what to say. Like I Pockle, I don't know what to say, man. You didn't have to do this, bro. Like genuinely you didn't have to do this. That's actually just Jesus Christ, man. You're gonna make me tear up, you bastard. Jesus Christ. Ah! Bro, thank you. Thank you so much, Pockle. That's actually just it thank you. Oh, Czech Republic! Oh, they've scored! I knew it! I knew they would score from a set piece! Come on! Let's go! It's Crunchy as well! My former Girona goat! 2 subs on the channel and a Czech Republic goal! Come on! Oh my god! Does YouTube take a portion of your gifts, bro? It's not. It's not even like. It's not even that. It's just like the fact that people are willing to do stuff like that for me is just. It means the world. But like, I don't mind what YouTube takes. YouTube allows me to upload content to thousands of people for free. You know. Holy shit! What a beautiful header, by the way. Oh, there could be a concern about offside though. Nah, definitely not offside. Definitely not offside. I mean, look, Provod is in an offside position there, but he's not in line with the goalkeeper. Ladislav Krejci. What are you? No, Pockle! Pockle! Brother! Stop! Brother, Pockle, I don't know what to say, bro. Oh my god. Brother. Pockle. It's fucking. Oh god. Jesus Christ, man. Oh my god. Update the date. I'm actually in the process of getting a new overlay made now. I've got to update the score as well. Oh, I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place. What is happening, man? Oh, man. I'm actually a mess, bro. I'm a mess. What is happening? Surely you have the funds for that. Yeah, no, I have the funds for the graphic now, Pox. Thanks. Oh my god, Pockle, bro. Pockle, man. I don't know what to say. I genuinely just cannot thank you enough, Pockle. I genuinely can just not thank you enough, alright? Like, seriously. Look, I love absolutely everyone who supports my content. You know, people that sub, people that like the videos or comment or even tune into these live streams. I love you all and I appreciate you all so much. But holy shit, man. Like, Pockle. Genuinely just like thank you so much. Like it genuinely means the world. Aiden Aiden, I don't need pay ID. It's okay, bro. It's okay. Holy shit, man. Am I the favorite child? Brother, you're my golden child, please. You're my golden boy. I'm going to name my first child Pockle. If it's a daughter, I'll name her Pockalita. You know what? This has inspired me now. I will get a little something made up on the new graphics to sort of show the names of members. We'll do that. Uh, the Czech Republic have made subs, bro. The Czech Republic have made subs, and I haven't even been able to cover it. Who did they just sub off? I think they subbed off Schick for Klosek. I saw that. Let me check because I want to make sure I get this. Let me check. Haha. Okay, so it was Sulch, Schick, and Prov. So the entire front line's just been replaced like that. So Sulch, Schick, and Provod all off for Klosek, Chorty, and Sudliak. Okay. So just, I'm assuming a straight swap for the entire front line, which should be interesting. Klosek, I know, could provide some good sort of quality off the bench. I am interested to see how Chorty goes because he was, I believe, the top scorer in the Czech League or one of the top scorers in the Czech League. He was phenomenal for Slavia Prague this season. And Sudliak is a more sort of defensive style of midfielder. So I'm assuming they're maybe just looking to shut this out now. They've got their goal. They want to shut this out, which is like fair play. Mollusk, man. Alex, why did you remove the member-only hog mind exploding emoji? I don't think I did. I haven't. I didn't remove any of those emojis, but I will double check that for you after the stream. I'll make sure that that's still there. Oh, there it is. Still there, apparently. Oh my god, bro. My phone's glitched then. Ah, it's all good. Oh wow, man. Genuinely, I'm speechless. Like I don't know what to say at this point. Oh my god. I've had a stream before with 10,000 viewers, and I genuinely didn't get this kind of support. Like, well, not 10,000 at the same time, but like 10,000 people that overall came and watched the stream. And oh man, genuinely, just thank you guys so much. Aiden, I don't want you sending me money on Pay ID. I'd feel so bad if you just sent me Pay ID, bro. Look, please, if you are going to do that, channel membership is for, even if YouTube takes a cut, I do not mind, all right? Because I'm going to start producing member content soon. I want to be able to give back to you guys. So please, 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 if you do want to support, channel membership is absolutely fine, even if YouTube take a cut. Good chance in behind. That's got to be a goal. That's got to be. It is! South Korea equalize! I predicted a 1-1 draw. What did I say? What did I say? Okay? You guys will remember, I predicted a 1-1 draw. It's now 1-1. That's a beautiful goal. Paco! What are you doing? What is he doing, bro? What is he doing? Oh my god, bro. Paco. I can't with this guy. South Korea have scored, and we've got a $5 donation from Pockle. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pockle. What the hell? What the hell? What is that, bro? What is that? Holy what? Holy shit! What is happening? A-League is the best sometimes. 62-62. 14.99. What is happening? Guys, please. I'm just doing a watch-along for. Oh my god. You guys are gonna make me fucking cry, bro. Stop. Stop. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, we need to come up with something to do for members only content, because I cannot in good conscience accept these donations and accept these What is stop? No! No! Oh my god. What is happening? Stop, bro! What the fuck is happening? What is happening, bro? Pockle, thank you so much for the $16 new top donator. 7-Eleven pure spring water, $5 dono. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Holy... There's a drinks break now. I haven't even updated the score. Oh my god, I'm a mess. Oh man, just... You're joking! You are joking! What is that? Brother, oh my god! I'm actually like I'm actually shaking. Like I've actually got I can't even speak. Ah! no, that's too much. No. Oh my god. No, bro. I actually can't, bro. That's actually no. Mollis Man, $30.99. Aiden Augustine, $25. And then A Leagues is the best sometimes. 62.62. 79.99. I know. To like some people, it's not going to seem like a lot because it's like, bro, you're here about to cry on the internet over like what you could have earned doing a 5-hour work shift. But like, I've been doing YouTube now for nearly 4 years, and I started this channel just wanting to create cool content and just build a community and make people happy and just enjoy being able to share my love for the game with people. And like I always dreamed of this kind of stuff being a career, man. And I know I've still got so long to go. I've got such a long way to go, and I'm not slowing down anytime soon. But like genuinely, man, I could not be more grateful. Genuinely, I could not be more grateful. Thank you all so much. I genuinely love you all. Even for the people that just like and subscribe and don't have the money to donate, I love you all genuinely. Everyone who's ever supported me on this, just thank you so much. Okay. The least I can do is after this game go home. Well, go home. I am home, but at least start going over some ideas for members only content. It's only right. It's only right. You guys deserve. You guys deserve. Will this go on Twitter? It absolutely will go on Twitter. It absolutely will go on Twitter. I love you too. It's only right that I start drawing up some ideas for some members only content because you guys genuinely deserve the world. You guys genuinely deserve the world for everything you guys do for me. I could genuinely never thank you guys enough. I could genuinely never thank you guys enough. Man. Shit. Oh my god. Bro. That's gonna be clipped, by the way. I can guarantee you that shit's getting clipped. Me fucking crying. What's members only content? I'm gonna be making videos that are for channel members. I do want to give channel members more perks and stuff, so I'm gonna start doing stuff like I would like to try and set up a okay. So one idea that I had was trying to find a way to set up a Some of you may know I have a Back Four podcast channel Discord. I'm gonna try and set up a separate channel, which is a private invite only channel just for channel members. For channel members on my YouTube, and then also subs on Twitch. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna try and set that up. Mollis man, thank you for the 6. Um, I really hope that 6-7's not like a paid thing, bro. I really hope that's not like a paid thing. Fuckle, bro. Fuckle. Oh my god. god. Where's the Discord link? I'll post it in the chat right now. This is just the Discord as a whole, but I'm going to be making a private section that is exclusively for channel members and Twitch subs, and also people that donate. Like, I'm not gonna... Oh my god! The Czech Republic scored again, and it's Thomas Souček! Oh, it's offside! Oh, it's offside! Oh, okay. Yeah, he's offside, definitely. Definitely offside there. Oh, wow. I want to see you stream more World Cup games. I will be here streaming every single game I possibly can, guys. I can assure you of that. I can assure you of that. I will be streaming every single possible game I can. Because you guys deserve that much at least. And I will grind out members only content. I will try and get you guys as many perks as I can get you. Because you guys honestly deserve the world. Like, you guys genuinely just... No, Aiden, it's all good, bro. I'll add you to the members Discord, bro. Like, holy shit. Ball in, back stick. Good cross, headed out. Back stick. Takes down. Well dealt with. Zeleny, for Czech Republic, I thought... Pockle, like... Pockle. Like... How do I pay Pockle back, guys? Please, someone give me some suggestions on how I can pay this man back. Someone needs to give me some suggestions. And A-League's is best sometimes. And Mollis, man. I need to pay everyone here back, please. South Korea needs to stop these no-look passes. I do agree. Chance! It's in! No offside! South Korea 2-1! Czech Republic score at one hand. South Korea go up the other 2 minutes later. And it is 2-1. Asian football on top, baby. Come on. Come on, boys. I know people will think I'm upset because I predicted Czech to top the group, but hey, look. We love Asian football here. We love seeing Asian football do well. Alex, do you know these people? Spring water. I've never met a lot of people here. I've never met a lot of people on this channel, which is incredible. Is that people that I genuinely haven't met support this content. I've got to update the score again because Korea are now winning 2-1, which is great. Not for my predictions necessarily, because now I look like a bit of a goose for saying Czech were going to top the group. But to be fair, I think the Czech Republic have played well this game in terms of their actual way that they've set up here. Because you can tell that they were playing essentially for set pieces, but not in the sort of low drop negative style that some people were predicting. They've been a bit more pragmatic, yeah. I think they made the subs too early is the issue. I think they changed their forward line way too early. I met Pockle at a game once, I believe, Aiden. I do believe I've met Pockle before. And you know, Pockle's fast become one of my my closest comrades, will I say, in the Glory community, because he's always there supporting our stuff on Glory days. He's commented on my YouTube. He's been commenting on my YouTube videos for a bit now. I've spoken to him for a while on Twitter and stuff like that as well. So Pockle is someone that I would consider like a close friend in the Glory sphere. Mollis Man, all things Perth Glory. Oh, what a save off the line! Oh my god! Adam Hlossek nearly scores! What a save off the line from Kim! The long throw drops in the box. There was a chance for the Czech Republic. The shot saved and turned around the post. Another corner opportunity now. South Korea need to lock in. They're not defending these corners well. They're not defending these corners well at all. Foul given against Czech Republic. I cannot do a JOI. Pockle. Is this your craziest stream ever, or was hitting 1K? This is the craziest stream by far. Look, I will always love the telethon charity streams we did, because that to me meant a lot to me, like personally, because I grew up like watching telethon, and my family's sort of, I don't want to say my family's poor, because we have a roof over our heads, we have food, we have everything we need. But mum and dad live like paycheck to paycheck and stuff, so we never really like did the donating to telethon thing. But I always used to watch it every year, and I used to just stay home and just stay up the whole night just watching telethon, because I absolutely loved it. It was a great cause. I loved all like the the whole event style of it. But no, being able to do the charity streams for telethon was incredible for me. There was also the other one I did, which was the 24-hour Twitch stream to raise money for FND Australia, which is functional neurological disorder, which unfortunately is a condition that I suffer from at the moment. But those streams are like incredibly close to my heart, because being able to raise money for a really good cause like that is just, I encourage anyone to do it at some point. Even if you, look, even if you don't think that you yourself are going to raise any substantial amount of money, even raising awareness for the causes was well worth it. Was well worth it. We've raised, I believe, as a channel on Twitch and YouTube together, I believe we've raised over $650 for charity. I think the FND Australia was 312, and then telethon was 350. I think, if I'm not mistaken. I could be slightly wrong on that, but I believe we've raised about $600 to $650 for charity, which is great. Okay, but who's closer, me or Pockle? If you don't say me, if you don't say me, I'm gifting 50. Let me read that again. Who's closer, me or Pockle? If you don't say me, I'm gifting 50. Okay. Pockle. Tell him to bring me my money. Come on. Nah, I'm just joking. Nah, I love all you guys, man. I love all you guys, genuinely. I listen to your videos to sleep. So soothing. The funniest experience I ever had, when I was trying to do the 1,000 games of football thing last year. I've never actually said this, so this is an exclusive here for you guys. I realized in that video how annoying I am. Sorry. So when I was doing the 1,000 games of football, let me explain what I mean, right? I fell asleep watching a Premier League game. I can't remember which game it was. I think it was some shit like I know Nottingham Forest were playing. I can't remember who the other team was. But I remember falling asleep. Well, I don't remember falling asleep, but I ended up falling asleep. And then I woke up because I hear myself going, ah! Like that. I woke up and I'm like, what the fuck is that? I looked down at my iPad and I've accidentally rolled over onto my iPad and somehow opened YouTube and turned on one of my match day vlogs. I don't know how I did it, but I somehow rolled over and in doing so turned on a match day vlog. And it was the match. I forget which game it was, but it was the match day vlog where I see someone take an awful shot and I go, ah, like that. And it was at that moment that I was just like, I'm just like annoying as shit. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to see a full breakdown video of the Socceroos. I will be doing a full-length video for every Socceroos game. So after every Socceroos game, I'll be doing a full-length video. I'm also planning a special matchday vlog to the Perth live site for the Socceroos versus Turkey game. So I'm going there with a couple of people. I know that there's going to be plenty of people from the Bay and stuff like that also there. But yeah. Aiden, man, I genuinely I love you too, man. And look, I do want to say as well. I know you and Max like go back and forth between each other. I don't know if it's a joke half the time, and I don't know if it's real. But seeing you boys doing the content that you guys do, for whether it's for Max in the general Perth football sphere or you for like Perth Glory specific, it's great. I love both of your guys' content. And I really do hope you guys keep it up. Because I genuinely think that you both have great personalities. Max is very sort of good at building those connections. You're also really sort of like open and good at building those connections. And I think you do really good content as well. So I hope both of you boys continue up with your content, because I both really enjoy I enjoy watching both of your guys' videos. I have a shift during the first game. No. No. No way you have it. I will say, I was so upset. I was so upset because I'm coaching again now. I wasn't coaching at the start of the season, but I decided to coach an under 14s team at my club because because their coach just left. So they didn't have a coach. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll step in. But we had a game that was scheduled for 11 o'clock on Sunday, and the Socceroos is at 12. And I was this close to calling a forfeit. Thankfully, the club clutched the hell up and has changed it to an 8 a.m. kickoff, which is great because now I can watch the Socceroos. But it sucks because it's an 8 a.m. kickoff. But I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. What team I'll assistant coach? I already got assistant coaches, bro. Come on. I move, bro. I make moves. Ball over the top. Czechia's going to run out of time here, I reckon. 6 minutes to go. South Korea can hold on. Look, I will say, I think it's the fault of the Czech Republic coach here. I think it's the fault of the coach. Adam Griffith style. I've never heard something as unappealing as someone describing anything as Adam Griffith style. I'll be so real. No. No. No, no, no. I am not David Zrilich. No. No, 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 no. I think this loss, if the Czech Republic do lose this, I think this is purely down to the coach. Subbing that entire front three off when they did was a stupid mistake. Like, maybe taking one or two players out of there, yes, but you've completely derailed your entire front line. Hey, don't diss the lion. I will stop dissing the lion when he stops not being... You know what, Pockle? I was going to get a haircut today. I'm now going to keep this long because you said you like the curls. Thank you very much. And thank you for the $6.70, 6767 donation. Thank you so much, Pockle. I really appreciate that. Holy shit. Brother, Pockle, like... I don't know, like, what I can offer this man. Holy shit, Pockle. $6.70, bro. Czech Republic chance. Cut back. Oh! That's a really nice save as well. Oh, damn, that's a really nice save. Shit, I needed that draw. Wait, hold on. Who's the leading dono? It's A-Leagues is best sometimes. South Korea, chance, shot blocked. Falling back out, Zeleny. Passes inside. Little back heel, that's beautiful. Spreads out the play. Opportunity now going up the other end. Oh, here we go. Ball in. Oh, my God. That's going to be a goal kick as well. Oh, not long to go. 2 minutes left for Czech to find an equalizer, but I don't think they will. I honestly don't think they will. I think South Korea have done enough. How much? It was, I believe it was 79.99. Which is just crazy, by the way. That's like 3 hours of my job. How much for you to go shirtless for the rest of the stream? I almost feel like I kind of owe you guys at least that. Should I go shirtless, guys? But like in total, I don't know how much it is in total. I've genuinely lost count. I don't want to ask. I don't want to ask you guys for any more money. Is the thing. Like, I really feel bad, but like, Alex, please go shave your chest first. All right, buddy. You know what? Should I make you boys wait for it? That's the question. Bro, Pockle, I hope you have the best of ones, bro. Genuinely, thank you so much. I could not thank you enough for everything you've done for me today, and just in general with your support for us, for all of us at Glory Days, and you know, the support you've had on the channel for me. It's more than I could have ever asked for. So thank you so much. I hope you have a great day, and hopefully I'll see you back in the next stream as well, because we will be back tomorrow covering the games there. Czech Republic, last chance, shot, missed, kicked, into the box. Bugger. That's full time. South Korea win. We will be back tomorrow, guys, covering both sets of games as well. The one at 3 a.m., which is Canada versus Bosnia, and then USA versus Paraguay. So make sure to tune in for those. Guys, gift 200. Guys, I don't know if my heart can handle that. I don't know if my heart can handle that. What a huge win for South Korea. What a huge, huge win for South Korea. Alex, let me come coach your team with you. I've already got assistant coaches, bro. I've already got assistant coaches. What a win. What a win for South Korea. Okay. That is very interesting as to what that does to the group, to be honest, because I was really, really certain South Korea wouldn't be able to break down the Czech Republic. But they did manage to break them down, and lo and behold, they now sit second in the group behind Mexico. The question is now, where does the group go from here? And I honestly do not know. Do I still think that the Czech finishes top? Now, probably not. South Korea now, to me, are the favourites to finish top of the group. I think they easily get over South Africa. I think they might even get over Mexico with a win. I think the Czech Republic will be relying on the fact that they'll have to beat Mexico and then rely on Mexico to lose to South Korea. They'll have to win both of those games if they want to get through automatically, which I think they can, and I think they probably will. But, yeah. Man, what a great game, bro. What a great game that was. What a great stream this has been. Like, holy shit, man. Just what a day. What a day. What a day of World Cup football. What an opening day. And we've done it all on 3 hours of sleep, ladies and gents. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all so much. So incredibly much for all the love and all the support that you've given me. The donations are more than I could have ever deserved or ever asked for. But genuinely, just this might be the best day that I've ever had on YouTube. Not because of the money, but just because of the love I felt. Genuinely. I appreciate you all so much. I genuinely cannot appreciate you guys enough for all the stuff that you guys do for me. And holy crap, what a game. I don't think we're going to be reaching this kind of high with the donations, and that is completely fine by me because the vibes, I'm hoping, are going to be here for the entirety of the World Cup. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that will be it from me for today. You will see me back tomorrow, 3 a.m. Australian Western Standard Time, 5 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, wherever that is for you around the world. Make sure you check and see. But thank you all so much. I will see you all tomorrow for the Canada versus Bosnia and USA versus Paraguay games. And until the next stream, I'll catch you later.